Oopsie. Nom, 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 nom. In the top center
That's what it
starting
sounds
location,
like when I look it out of a bowl.
we have the game Genie Terran.
And MVP.
Just take a good look at that nerd bicep. Just take it all in, ladies. I know you want to get your little tape measure out, see how big it is.
It's big.
It's big.
I assure you. As far as StarCraft Terrans go.
It's huge. In the center right, the Great White Hope, the incredible. Wait, what did that say?
I have no idea. I feel like I just got a lobotomy when I read that, man.
I think there are 3 letters put together to make like the letter centipede. I'm like, oh, where does it end, guys? Have you no dignity?
Oh, tasteless.
Have you seen the Human Centipede yet, Artos?
No. No, I haven't. You said that we were going to have a party one night and watch that together.
For those of
That
you watching,
and Troll.
it's a kid's book turned into a movie. No, that's right. I'll invite you over. It's so bad.
We're going to have to do that soon, man.
You know, Tosh.0 did a great stand-up where he just
I
summarized
hear that all the
it for like
time.
20 minutes in case you don't want to see it because it's actually the most disgusting movie ever made.
Well, I don't know if that's the case, Ace. I've seen some bad movies.
Oh, no. Oh, never mind. I'm not even going to. All right, so going on to this game.
Huck does see that there's a gas for MVP. Huck is getting his really quick second gas. Once again, he loves that quick second gas.
Yeah,
Loves his Super Sentry expands.
He
SSS
is somebody,
for sure.
I'm really hoping he does not go for the build we saw last time.
Well, he needs to actually tech up a little bit more. Or, hey, he can go for like a 3-gate. That's fine. He should be able to get enough information out of a 3-gate to figure out what to do. But when you just go 1-gate expand blindly, the Terran has like 3 builds he can do blindly to kill you with. So it's a little bit risky. Of course, if Terran is doing some of those builds just die to blindly done Thoros builds. So you have to decide, am I blindly going to do a build and hope that I win against whatever he's doing blindly or whatever he's guessing that I'm doing? Or do I want to go up the tech tree a little bit more, give myself a few more options? Because, for instance, oh, well, never mind. I'll talk about that later. We have a Stargate.
I like it.
This is not an SG-1 Stargate. This is a Protoss Stargate. It does not
SG-1.
transport us to ancient
I need to
Egyptian
rewatch
planet.
the Stargate movie.
Stargate movie was really good, man. It's
Yeah,
really, really good.
I believe that movie got bad reviews when it came out.
My dad had it on tape. It was one of the like 10 movies he had on tape. So when I went over to see him, I watch it all the time.
You ever you're from one of those families where your family taped movies and then they also they taped them on the station where there was commercials, so you actually had to fast forward through the commercials?
Actually, he had 2 VCRs and just rented them and taped, double taped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to know all the words to Congo and Clueless.
Congo.
Chew on that.
Saw Congo.
Yeah.
All right, we got a Void Ray coming here.
Now we do have
Oh,
MVP.
he's doing a sick, tasteless build.
Sick tasteless build.
Tasteless build.
Well, you know, a Void Ray is going to be pretty good against us.
Oh.
You know,
Actually, oh yeah, it will be. Excuse me. I thought he was going for something else. Go ahead.
Well, MVP can go ahead and get a Viking to really help out against that Void Ray. But if Huck conceals it for a little bit, well, also, you know, Huck is actually going to just send it over, which is fine as well. I actually like that better because he's going to be able to figure out what's going on.
On the depot.
That's right.
This is going to be charged up before anything can get over there.
4 Marines walking across, and MVP cancels the Banshee and makes a Viking, rightfully so. Huck taking a little bit of damage on that Void.
He might need to back out. Zap. What is this sentry doing?
Huck almost just...
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. MVP might be in a lot of trouble, Tasteless.
He might be in some deep doo-doo.
He might indeed. The Siege Tank does come out, though, and that, of course, puts an end to things like that very quickly. And, well, the Viking does say to that Void Ray, you are now null and void. The SCV's coming out now. Stalkers do have to run back. Huck has to be careful. He can't lose all these Stalkers. It's going to be very hard for him to replace them if he does. Very nice micro by Huck thus far. Although he has taken a little bit of damage. And now MVP What is he going to do? Is he going to actually go...
You know, he actually might be able to break up there. That's a lot of stalkers.
That is a lot, but as that bunker finishes, it's going to be really dangerous. Oh, look at that.
No Guardian Shield there. I kind of expected maybe he didn't have the energy for it.
Yeah, it looks like he wanted that force field instead. Now it's getting cost inefficient. He has to back up. So good so far, though, Tasteless. Huck doing a great job. And how will MVP transition now? Huck going for a robo. Playing very, very safe. And another barracks going up for MVP. As well as a medevac. So it looks like he is still going to try to hit some sort of timing, most likely.
Thank God his name is MVP and not
I know. Imagine if he's like, I want you to say oomph has no oomph this game.
Has no oomph.
Yeah, that's what I tried to say.
No, it's okay. I got your back.
Which was what I was trying to say.
Is a Sentry the same speed as a Viking? Do you know? It's a little bit slow, right?
Well, Tasteless, let me look at the numbers. 275, 225. No, the Viking is quicker. Believe it or not, an airplane is quicker than a little scorpion holding a water globe, a snow globe. That's a good thing to know.
These are the things.
Or
that
I'd
matter.
really be scared if Transformers 2 ever happened, because they had metal scorpions in that. They didn't get the snow globes quite yet, but
give them time.
Yeah. Well, Huck moving out once again while he's expanding. We do have an Immortal on the way. MVP is getting his combat shields. No stim, though. And, you know, I'm kind of liking Huck's position at the moment. MVP is getting siege mode. He's getting a siege tank, but I feel like, you know, he's kind of just all inning, and Huck is getting that expand up with good timing.
What concerns me is that MVP seems actually, against Huck specifically, so willing to stay one base.
Yeah.
He's just saying, all right, I'm just going to wait it out, and when you expand, I'm going to try to kill you. And I'm a little bit worried.
Well, you know, I'm actually a little bit worried about Huck. Notice he is adding 2 gates, but at the same time, he's getting a Twilight Council. So he's basically going all 3 tech routes and an expansion against an all-in. Now, he did cause a lot of damage to the all-in early on, but you can't actually go all 3 tech routes against an all-in, even after causing some damage like he did. And I'm very scared for him right now. I'm downright frightened, Tasteless.
He's strong, Artosis. All right, he sees us coming. And he smartly moves the stalker
That's
out.
a lot of damage. That's a lot of health coming at him.
Oh, no, if MVP does his push wrong, which I think he might just do, Artosis.
He has siege mode, by the way. Combat shields as well, of course.
When Huck does engage, he's going to have to use the Immortal on the siege tank.
Yeah. And, total mess up by MVP. But Huck going forward. Nice. Getting back. Almost loses some units. Does keep them alive, but...
All in.
Yeah, here we go. Force field going up, but... That force field not all that helpful, and MVP losing almost nothing this time. Huck is in trouble. He is down by 13 supply at the moment.
You know, I feel like MVP is pushing wrong, though. Oh, nice. The Observer actually escapes.
Very nice by Huck. Gets his way out of there.
Oh, I can see what Huck was trying to do. He wanted to try to shoot the medevac.
And MVP, I feel like he's actually... There's no reason to do a push like this.
Yeah, this is weird. He can actually just go attack into him.
Yeah.
He
actually doesn't know that Huck has an expansion yet.
Well, even then, it wouldn't make sense either way for him to do what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, he is going to continue to push, and wow, a couple force fields not really doing a lot of good there, and there's just... MVP has a lot, man.
He needs to attack before the bunker finishes.
There are 3 medevacs here with combat shielded Marines. There's SCVs to buffer. There's a lot of siege tanks with siege mode. And Huck has gone for every tech. Twilight Council, he did not even upgrade anything off of. I guess he...
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Targeting down that siege tank as best he can, but... I don't know if he's going to be able to break this. In fact, I do know he's not going to be able to break it, unfortunately.
Ugh.
Yeah, a lot of damage being done, but, you know, still, Huck, he's retaining an okay amount of his units, but MVP just keeps pushing forward and forward.
I think this will be the killing blow here in a second.
It looks like it.
Siege tanks, it'll be able to be pointed at the ramp, so he can't really get up and down there.
His units will be split off, and he's bleeding units at this time, and just way too many Marines for these Immortals, actually. I think the probes come out, and it looks like MVP is going to be able to clean this up. We should be seeing a GG in just a moment from Huck.
Yep, with these stalkers now being killed, GG.
Ouch. And you know what? the first game was kind of a little bit of a, oops, build order loss. I was a little bit too greedy. But this game, Huck saw what was going on. He had a good build against it. Then he went every tech route and an expand.
Why
and
would
that's
I
like
make another command center? I already have one of those.
Like, if I had to write a book on exactly how to overextend, that would be chapter 1.
You can see Huck now realizes what's going on. The MVP's game plan, for at least as long as he can get away with it, is to just not expand. Knowing that Huck is actually a very well-rounded, clean player. He can abuse this by just stockpiling an army.
Well, this is why we always talk about how MVP has like unlimited builds. He will play a macro game. In fact, that's what he's known for. He's a macro player, but he looks at Huck's style. He says, "Oh, this guy loves his double gas 1-gate expand. That's like what's the weakest towards some of these builds." So he's just going with these all-ins, and then he got lucky that time that Huck, after having such a nice opening against him, decided to do a little bit too much. He got a little bit too much going for him.
You know what's interesting about it is that he was, after the Void Rush failed, you would assume any turn would expand. You'd be like, thank God.
That's normally how it goes.
Some room to breathe.
I like MVP's choice, though. Get some medevacs, get Combat Shield, and see what you can do. Because if you're staying on a Void Array-based army, Combat Shield Marines with medevacs and then some Siege Tanks, that's going to do fine against it.
Right.
Thing is, Huck did make that robot, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what he does with this. But then also a Twilight Council comes up. Didn't have any real strong direction in that game.
Our little guy.
I know, man. We'll see if he can come back. It's not over.
Don't give up, Huck fans. Some kids at home, he's got like his open box of cereal. It's just like, he's getting cornflakes everywhere because he's so excited and nervous.
I understand, man.
Yeah.
I would do that too if I had cornflakes right now.
Yeah. He's going to get the milk everywhere. We'll be right back, guys. So don't go too far away. This is the GSL Codex.